Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIII-3. Now, off-screen, I started the side quest of What Rough Beef Slouches, which is this dude here talks about Aeronite, which I will kill. Not in this segment, perhaps, but I will kill it.
Oh,
but anyway,
goodness.
We are here at
It
Foxy.
looks like someone who might be of some use has finally shown up. I was beginning to think that the world might end before that would happen. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, stranger. I am an exploratory rover bot called Bhakti.
What is this? An AI? Why are you here?
Oh, there are so many things I could tell you, and I would love to, but I'm afraid I'm most dreadfully low on fuel. And so I must ask you to consider my most unworthy plea before any explanations can be given.
And I have to
I think I
remember
know
where
what you're
this
gonna
is.
say.
Yes, I could tell you are intelligent. It is just as you suspect. I hope that you might assist me in procuring fuel. Of the robot variety.
You expect me to head out into this huge desert and hope I'll strike oil?
Oil? I am a precision instrument. No, I need specific fuel from these locations. Near the sundry shop. In the bandit settlement. Beside the Adamantis skeleton. Somewhere at the base of that lofty and once great lighthouse. Those are the only locations I have detected so far. However, there may be others yet that I am unaware of.
I can have a look. How much do you need?
A worthy question. I think about 3 inertia worth should get me by long enough. I am depending on your assistance. I need that fuel to save my comrades as soon as I possibly can.
There are more of you?
Yes, and I expect my comrades are most eagerly awaiting me. And now you should feel an emotional responsibility to help me, should you not? I'm so glad that we could bond like this.
That is some programming you have.
Okay, you just need one more inertia of fuel for Bhakti.
Did start this in a previous segment.
Seems that robots like that
I don't
Bhakti
think
were
we
used
showed
by the
the
bandits to
end
help
of
map
it.
out the ruins once.
Whatever, it's
I'm
not
surprised
really
that
that
any
big
of the
of a
bots are still
deal.
functioning.
It certainly looked its age, but it carried on a conversation fine enough. Someone did a good job.
I don't think those kinds of bots came with conversational functions.
Now, one of the
release your
side quests
soul.
I'm gonna have to do requires me to exterminate all the skeletons. So I'm fine fighting this thing on the way to and from this place. I'm not slashing the skeletons because I don't recall if slashing them even does anything the second time around. So we're going to teleport to Ruffian. If there's oil just like right by the place where Bhakti said there would be, then I'll just immediately hand the quest in. Sundry shop. What the hell is the sundry shop?
Masters of this fine desert, have you a miracle?
But there is just Bhakti oil all over the desert, so I'll find it eventually.
I've got more than a few.
Oh, hello, sundry shop. Right? Yeah, Bhakti's oil.
Could this be what we need?
I've run a basic...
Now for the Sacred Gate. That is the one I go to, right? I may have gone to the wrong teleporter. If I did, sorry.
It's gotta be quite old.
Oh, no, this is right.
It doesn't go bad?
Even if it does, it's all that we're going to find in this world. No one produces fuel for robots anymore. That should be enough fuel for Bhakti. Why don't you head back and give him what you have?
Thankfully, I can still give oil that I've already acquired from previous playthroughs or stuff that I've previously accumulated in current playthroughs. Luckily, it doesn't just lock and unlock during the quest. So.
Watch out for chaos infusions!
Thank you very much. I feel so lubricated once again. Though, my bearings do creak quite a bit after so long without servicing. But I suppose I am just a robot. A few creaks are only natural. I do envy you humans, who do not need regular maintenance.
Maintenance? No. But we do get hurt, and then we need rest and care if we want to get better.
Yes, but the humans these days do not age nor die. Compared to a robot that will never get better if it breaks down, yours is a life of infinite chances.
Well, now you have a chance of your own. So what about those friends of yours who need saving?
They are just this way. Follow me. I was able to successfully burrow through this stubborn wall. Do you care to examine this? Everyone, I do apologize for your long wait. You must have been quite troubled by being trapped in here for such a long time. Do not worry. You are free now to leave. There does not appear to be a response. Do you suppose they are sleeping?
Are your friends out of fuel too? If they're like you, then they'll just need their tanks filled to be up and running again.
I'm afraid they would have little use for such fuel. They are humans after all.
What did you say?
We've been trapped for some time now. There's no food or water left. It looks like this is the end for us at last. If you're reading this, I hope you'll respect the wishes of the dead. Take our remains and give us a decent burial. Oh, and one other thing. I imagine you found a robot on the other side of this wall. If it stopped working, please bury it together with us. If it's still moving though, please fix it up and find it a new home. We may look like fools for worrying about an old robot in our last moments, but Bhakti is not just a robot. He has always been our greatest ally, companion, and friend.
My goodness. Everyone looks quite different than I seem to recall. Why have you become so thin? Did the many long years spent in this dry desert air absorb the moisture from your bodies?
These people.
My friends, they do not seem to be able to start up. If they have broken down, I will need to obtain new parts and repair them.
Bhakti, you can't repair a human like that. They're just gone. When humans die, they never wake up again.
Never start up again? But we are finally reunited after so long. I rationed my fuel so carefully, all in an effort to witness the end of the world together with them, my dear friends. I had no idea that they needed constant refueling. They must have thought that I had abandoned them here.
I don't think they did. They would have known that you were doing everything you could to save them. I'm sure they were grateful for that.
I thank you. Humans are a kind species. I truly did love these human companions of mine. Farewell, my friends.
Bhakti, you were the best friend these people could have hoped for. The light of these souls. They're the proof of how grateful your friends were.
So with that done, let's head back to Ruffian. There's actually 2 quests I can do at the same time. Literally, one completes the other.
You got in my way.
Where's the treasure at?
What a bright stream of
Oh, and of the 5 quests, or of the 6 quests I'm completing, one of them is Adonis's audition, which you have to do for the storyline. So really, I'm only completing 5 quests. One of them I will complete when I kill the boss Area Knight, and the other one I can't actually finish in this playthrough. New items are available for purchase. Yeah, you got nothing. But I guess I'll buy Phoenix Down, and I guess I'll buy Phoenix Down. Okay, we're good.
Hey, what's with the sourpuss? You don't have a complaint about my fine assortment now, do you?
It's good enough, I suppose.
Go on! I don't need some uppity tourists making demands. Go somewhere else if you don't like my wares. Go on, get!
If you insist, I will. You're not the only merchant around.
That's where you're wrong, Missy. Far as I know, this is the only shop in the desert. There was one other fella, but he couldn't cut it. Lost all his drive to sell out here. When that happens, well, that's the same as death to a salesman.
So, what made him give up?
Damn fool. He bet his dreams on the desert, that's what. Poor old Ramon. He thought he'd make a real name for himself out here, selling to adventurers. But in the end, he lost sight of his dream and his business.
Sounds good for you, though he doesn't seem like he was much of a rival anyway.
Shut it! You don't know the first thing about him.
Didn't mean to offend you. What's there to get so worked up about anyway?
Nothing. Not a damn thing. It's just like you say. He was nothing at all. It's not like he'd ever been a threat to my business anyway. No, not Ramon. I'm done talking about him. If you want to know more, ask him yourself. You'll find him near that old camp at the giant sandbox.
That is by... Actually, it's by the station. I think it's closer to the station than it is to anywhere else.
You have an hour before you will be transported to the Ark.
Did you buy the other one? I actually don't remember his exact location. Oh, he was right by the other one. Oops.
What do you think you're doing, blundering around here and interrupting my precious sleep? You lost or something?
Just looking for a story. I hear that you once had big dreams of striking it rich.
Whatever dreams I had have been lost under the sands.
Then why stay? Why stick it out in the desert?
I owe it to my wife. She's gone now, but the one thing she valued more than her own life is still out there, in that desert. If I could just get it back, I'd be gone from here and never look back.
What could be so important?
Her arithmometer. Back when she was alive, back when we still had our shop, my wife was in charge of keeping the books. I never was good at numbers. But my wife, Monica, she lived by that arithmometer. We're gonna have great sales this month. Next month will be the one for us. Plugging numbers into that silly thing of hers. All with the most joyous smile you've ever seen. That smile of hers. That was my real treasure. And then one day those monsters stole my treasure away from me. Everything ended. My business, my life. I lost Monica and her smile. Now the only wares I have to sell to anyone are regret and despair.
I see. I'm sorry. Do you really think you'll be able to move on if you find your wife's memento, though?
Sure as the desert's dry. If I could just find that arithmometer for her, I'd be done with this place in a heartbeat.
You should consider looking for that arithmometer.
So we're going to teleport to the Grave of the Colossi Shrine. Obviously, we're assuming that you've already done that. If not, you really should have.
But Ramon's been looking all this time and never found it.
Chaos Infusion.
It seems it
This
won't
Chaos
be easy to
Infusion's
get back.
huge. I ain't looking through all that. Use a Pilgrim's Crux to lift the sandstorm. Can't actually skip that. And as you might have guessed, we killed the goblets. Now, I'm assuming that if the goblets are extinct by this point, I assume you just get the arithmometer just on one of the corpses. I don't know. Maybe.
Is this...
That must be it. The thing Ramon was looking for. His last memento of his wife. It's broken, but it wouldn't hurt to take it back to him.
Now it's time to head back to the Thingus, the teleporter, the teleport spot, wherever it is, right here.
There's really not much time left.
Ruins Northgate. Trying to think of which teleporter it was I need to go to.
This is my wife's. I'd know it anywhere. The arithmometer that she so loved.
You've got your wife's memento back, so now you can leave the desert anytime you want. Isn't that right?
Like I've got any place else to go. Anyway, it would have been better if you'd just never found it. I want to say goodbye to the desert where my wife died. But I don't want to leave the desert where she lived. Don't you see? Now what am I supposed to do?
That's up to you. And if you can't figure it out yourself, well, then why don't you just think about what your wife would have wanted for you?
What Monica would have wanted is she always wanted me to make it out here as a merchant. Me and my shop. She wanted to help me achieve my dream of striking it rich.
I guess you have your answer. If you're going back into business, how about I be your first customer?
Yeah. I'd like that. After all, I owe you. You brought me back. You brought our dream back to life.
Okay. Quest complete. Transport back to Ruffian.
A little sandbird told me what you've been up to. You've been busy, haven't you? But is it true? Is old Ramon open for business again?
All I did was help him get back onto his feet.
Helping him at all is more than enough. The world's a pretty hard place to live in these days. You don't see a lot of people helping each other out. If there were more good eggs like you around, maybe this place wouldn't have ended up the ghost town that it is.
Someone's gotta be the first to start. Why not you?
What? Because I'm a ruthless, greedy salesman. I don't do a thing if there's no profit in it.
Are you sure? For someone who claims to be a ruthless salesman, you look pretty happy to hear about your rival's return.
That's ridiculous. He'll be out of business again in a week, I'll bet. If he does manage to cut it somehow, a competitor might help me stay on my toes. I'll say this, my wares and my service will both be better than ever.
I certainly hope so. Don't let me down now.
Now we're going to travel to the Atamos Sands. There's one item there, and it's glowing as clean as day. Clean as day? Clear as day, I guess it would be. But you can see cleanly where it glows. Or you should, if I haven't already picked it up. Did I already pick it up? And this is the right one, right? Yeah, it is. Inventory. Right there. There it is. I forgot the exact coordinates of it. Obtain the loop.
Isn't this the kind of magnifying glass that appraisers use? It looks like it's pretty worn.
It does look rather old, but it seems like it's been taken good care of. It's new.
Back to Ruffian. We're gonna hand this into the snotty kid.
My fine selection of abilities.
What are you doing?
Nothing much, just gilling my spots for hall to ear. Dutter do Ewing, wum-ass.
Hope, can you interpret this for me?
It seems to me like it's some kind of code or cipher, but I don't have enough data yet to break it.
Can't you speak normally?
Show knit. Of course I can. Look, I don't have any info about any treasure if that's what you're looking for. I've got no interest in it. Buffet to you.
Doesn't seem like many people choose to live out here unless they're after treasure. So, what's your story?
Me be Lee. The world's going to end soon anyway, right? If that's the case, what's the point in having dreams or working hard?
So, sitting around waiting for the end was the best idea you could come up with. Nice way to spend your last days.
Well, yeah, it's boring, but nothing I do now makes any sort of difference anyway, so why bother? No matter how much I might unravel mysteries of the past, none of these bandits care. They don't even listen to my findings. Troan even nice to understand.
I get that it's hard to stay motivated when no one appreciates what you do.
I'd say so. If you get it, why are you giving me a hard time? Just leave me alone. I'm done with all of it. I ditched all my equipment in the desert. If you find any of my old things, they're yours. Take them away with you.
I think I may just do that. They deserve better than getting tossed aside by some sulking, spoiled kid.
Fake them, 10. What is it? Don't tell me you actually found something.
Is this it? What you threw away?
How did you... Dad's loop?
Dad?
Never mind that. Just give it back to me. Now!
You want it back? Who was it that told me I was welcome to whatever I could find? I'm not sure I want to give it up.
Fine. I'll talk if I have to. My dad was a great bandit, okay? But he was also a great appraiser. He spent his whole life studying the relics in these ruins.
So he wanted you to follow in his footsteps?
No, it wasn't like that. Not at all. He taught me everything he knew so that I could become a scholar. He wanted me to be able to unravel the mysteries of the past. But then he disappeared. Never made it home. No one ever found any clue as to what happened. He left me, and took my only chance at becoming a scholar with him. Didn't have much choice. I could appraise or starve.
Is that why you threw away his tools? In order to spite your father?
It was stupid. I was stupid. I should have just done what my dad wanted and kept working to be a real scholar. But he's gone, and it's too late now. This world is nearly done for. But if I'm ever reborn, I promise I'll take things a bit more seriously. I'll give it my all. I'll study hard, and I'll become a great scholar and solve all kinds of mysteries. Or maybe that's too much to ask for.
You should dream big, and the first step to making your dream come true is believing it can come true.
There you are, you asshole.
I know you. You're that new bandit everyone's talking about, aren't you?
Well, I don't listen to rumors.
Ooh, look at little Miss Antisocial. Well, I'm Jameis, former bandit.
Former?
Sure, now I'm just a useless sponge soaked in booze. I drink a whole ocean of chaos if it drown my sorrows. I've been away from the desert for a while now, but I came right back when I heard about you, girlie.
And what do I have to do with anything?
Sit back and let me tell you the tale about my days as a greedy bandit. I'd do anything. I'd pick a ruin clean and then go right back out for more. Even someone like me had a family. We may not have been related by blood, but my kids loved me like I was the greatest. But 156 years ago, on a day I can't forget, a day I don't want to remember!
Then don't. No one's asking you to.
Hold on, please. I've come all this way. At least hear me out. That day I had taken the kids with me to the ruins. It was just a regular day of exploration. Until those damn skeletons appeared. There wasn't time to get the kids away. The only ones who survived
Was you. So you've been blaming yourself? And plotting your vengeance? Is that it?
You overestimate a drunk like me. You think a washed-up loser like me has the guts to seek vengeance? I just turned tail and ran away, straight into a bottle. All I could do was hate those skeletons from afar.
Yet you came back to the desert now. All because you heard about me joining the gang?
I did. You managed to open the seals like no one else has been able to do a thing about. When I heard that, I knew that if anyone could help me, it was you, so I came back. I've got to ask you a favor. I know you don't owe me a thing, but you're the only one I can ask. I'll get down and beg you. Just please, please, destroy every last one of those skeleton bastards. Wipe them off the face of the world. I'll never rest easy until I know that they're gone.
You couldn't save the children, but you think this might help.
I know it's too much to ask a stranger, and I can't give you much in return, but...
Oh, 9 remaining, huh? Ooh, I think I might actually not cut that.
Never mind that. It won't be easy, though. You'd better be ready for a wait.
I'll repay you somehow for this. I'll wait however long it takes. It'll be nothing compared to the past 156 years.
We probably can't do this before the day ends, but let's try. Shut up. So we're gonna go to the Chamber of Dusk, I guess, to start. If there was a large number of skeletons remaining, like 20 or something, then yeah, I'd cut, but 9? And that includes the Omega one. That's not so much. Can I go? Yeah, I can go this way. Now, luckily, down in the tombs, I don't think those one enemy
Hope they
spawn
find
down
peace.
here. I think it's only the normal mobs that spawn throughout the day.
God's messenger. I love
Are you lost?
That's 8.
Another battle won.
Seven.
I saw this coming.
gosh.
Well, we'll
I don't
exterminate
plan on losing.
the goblet. That's fine. Get out of here. We may just end up encountering Schrodinger's instead of the skeletons that I'm looking to kill, but
Monster struck.
I think this
No room
is
for
6.
doubts now.
I couldn't tell you if the game counts how many niblets you have left to kill. Six, yeah.
She looks so ethereal. I'd like to throw her a prayer.
Come on, fuckhead, don't run away from me. We're down to 5. I'd like to get a spawn of 2, if we can. Okay, 4.
No room for doubts now.
Get out of here. Four.
for a fight.
3. God damn it. Stop spawning here.
I saw this coming.
3.
You're not.
I'm just gonna teleport somewhere else.
Which way did I come from?
The golden chamber, I suppose, yeah.
What?
Oh, give me that, whatever this is. Okay, we're dead. One more spawn after this, and then we're done with skeleton hunting.
Keep up if you can.
Get this bullshit. We're gonna get this bullshit instead of the final skeleton.
I'll release your soul.
Whatever you want. Should have exterminated these at Luxarian. Okay, we're gonna get every single thing except for what I want to spawn. That's cool.
I can't go back like
She looks so ethereal.
What are we gonna do?
No time for hesitation.
4 and 5. We're going down. Out of here, bud. And that was the last of all the skeletons. Oh, give me that weapon. Let's teleport back to Ruffian. I could have just used the red cactuar statue, but I'm not really that concerned because the day is almost over and I'm gonna get my EP restored anyway.
What a bright stream of light.
Show me some real treasure.
The revenge you always wanted is complete. I destroyed every last one of the skeletons that got your kids.
You did it! You got revenge for me! Thank you! I knew you were the right person to ask.
Do you feel better now?
Yes. I suppose I do. But it's still not the same as having my kids back with me.
That's the way revenge goes.
Yeah, you're probably right. But at least it saved me from pickling myself to death.
You're done grieving?
I'll never stop grieving. But I feel like I can face the grief head on now. I don't want to be living in a bottle when the world ends. I'm gonna go visit their grave and tell my kids about this. I can't do much more to thank you, but at least take this.
Where do I go to the lighthouse? Okay, the dry floodlands. I haven't actually killed Cactair in this playthrough, so we're gonna be seeing that fight again. Aurora is really, really good at killing them. I've learned. Because he does take 1 damage from everything. Multi-hitting moves do work well against him. Well, except for Blizzard, which heals him. Also, if he's only... I just thought of this. If he's using 1,000 needles, perhaps he's a descendant of the Quacktuar. Not Cactuar. Quacktar, the Quacktuar enemy from the Thunder Plains.
I don't plan on losing.
Immune to... Yeah, it is immune to roll. No reason to try that. Not gonna lie, I thought 1,000 needles had to be attempted twice before he got them out of his afro. See how fast Aurora destroyed him? I'm only coming back here for one last side quest to activate.
Didn't you?
Quiet. Oh, I'm missing one of those. I have to figure out which one it was. It might have been the Beloved's gift? I actually don't remember. Now this guy here...
Hey, you. Yeah, you there. Don't you think the last of something seems a bit more special? More valuable, even?
Not necessarily. Could just be the leftovers that no one else wanted.
You just don't get it. I guess I have to explain to you the awesomeness of my research, then.
No, you really don't. But thanks anyway.
Wait. This is your last chance. Are you sure you want to miss out on your chance to hear the last researcher?
Last researcher? I've seen plenty of researchers.
No, I research lasts. Everything has to end sometime, right? Even us ageless humans, we still fall prey to illness and injury. Eventually, there will be a last of us too.
Unless the world ends first. But what do you want from me?
I've spent this endless life of mine researching the ends of all the many things in our world. And now, I'm researching the last of the monsters.
So you're studying how they die?
No. That'd be their last moments. I meant the last specimen of a species of monsters.
I don't follow.
You see, you reduce the number of specimens in a species until they're on the very verge of extinction. Then, what will happen to the last individual?
One lone survivor in the face of extinction.
It turns out the last individual receives the collective strength of its species and it transforms. Its form is enveloped in a sickly light, and it becomes far stronger than is normal for an individual of its kind. I've come to call this the Last One syndrome. I must gather data on all the species that manifest a last one. I want to drive every last species of monster to the brink of extinction and study their survivors.
I don't know whether to salute you or slap you. You want to wipe out all the monsters in the world.
The world is ending anyway, right? Everything is going to die sooner or later, so what's wrong with speeding things up? No need to feel bad. Get out there and start killing.
Are you talking to me?
I need someone to start exterminating monsters fast, so I can study as many last ones as possible. You're obviously strong enough for the task, so get to it.
It's impossible. All the time in the world would not be enough to hunt a species into extinction.
Yes, you're right. You'd have to be able to live through this life countless times to do such a thing.
Why ask if you know it's impossible?
Like I said, the world is ending anyway. If you don't ask for what you want now, then when will you? I knew it was too much to hope for. But somehow when I saw you, I thought you might actually be capable of it.
Do you even listen to yourself?
Now, the funny thing here...
Fine. Since you asked, I guess I can at least try. But no promises.
I know you'll be able to do it. I can see it in your eyes. You'll come back to me a success.
Now, the funny thing here is Lightning is actually correct that this is impossible. Because, like... Oh yeah, I forgot there's just 2 Bhakti's oils here. Now, we have to kill the last of each species in the game. That includes... which means the Omega versions of enemies which we've seen. This includes the monsters inside the cathedral, like before facing God. So you can't actually turn in this quest unless you've already exterminated them. But once you've collected data on all the Omega monsters, you can just immediately come here on the first day and hand in this quest, and it will auto-complete in every subsequent playthrough. The 8th day is over, and with the 8th day being over, so is this segment. So next time, I will see you guys when confronting Area Knight. See you then.